Big pink vehicle out front, John. Did you see that big pink vehicle? There's good reason for it. It has nothing to do with making a will.
Lovely, and it's not even my car or vehicle.
No. John Peart is here from Nelligan O'Brien Payne. How are things?
Just great. Thank you for having me.
I know I said a year ago I would make a will. I have not.
That was
Shame on me.
That was the first thing I asked you, Kurt, this morning.
Yes. Have I made my will yet? And I have not. And that's not a good thing.
It's not, right? Really.
Especially since I just turned 50 years old. It's about time I had one.
Wow,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. What are the benefits, John, of making a will? Why should I do it?
Okay, so here's what happens. If you don't have a will, think negative for a second, Kurt.
Okay.
You don't have a will, you're in a common law relationship.
I sure am.
Your common law spouse gets nothing.
What?
She may or may not get, he or she may get something.
What if I've designated my insurance and all that sort of thing as the beneficiary?
That will pass outside of your will. Okay. But anything that you have that's not specific will pass through your estate.
Gotcha.
Common law spouses are not yet recognized as spouses under that particular statute.
Which is a little ridiculous, don't you?
Even in this age it is.
Yes.
And if you have kids, if they're under the age of 18, they'll inherit at age 18. May be the right age, may not be the right age.
Right. So, despite the fact that I've given my common law spouse instructions, right? That's not a will.
Not a will at all.
Okay.
It's got to be in writing.
All right.
If it's not in writing, it's not a will.
How difficult is that to do?
It's really easy. Obviously, I would prefer, most lawyers would prefer, you go to see a lawyer for it.
Right.
If you try to do it yourself, that's a step up from not having a will at all.
Okay, but not
But you're not really, you're not really, you may or may not do the right thing.
Yeah, and that's the danger of those do-it-yourself wills you see on TV, those will kits and so on. I'm sure they take you through step by step, but you really don't know.
You don't know. It's sort of like me trying to fix my car.
Yeah.
I may get it right the odd time.
Maybe.
But not so often.
So no, exactly.
You should really do a will. Next year, if I'm back, Kurt, I want you to have a will. All
right. I'm not gonna say I promise you, because I promised last year and I didn't do it. But my plan is to have a will in place.
Excellent.
Right? How much is it going to cost me? A lot of people wonder that, and they look at these do-it-yourself kits and they go, oh, that's cheaper.
Good question, and certainly a lawyer-made will be more expensive than a kit.
Yes.
A lot of law firms have a fixed price, sort of a package.
What would you charge me, John, if I were to come see you? Does it matter how much is involved, for example, or is it just one basically set fee?
Kurt, it doesn't matter what's involved in terms of assets. It matters in what's involved and what you want to do with it.
Am I talking a couple $100 here?
Probably between $400 and $600.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's probably good. I think it's good value.
Yeah.
You may well have it for the next 40, 50 years of your life.
Yeah, and you could, like, every time I adjust it, you're not going to charge me $400 or $500.
Usually, if you're going to adjust something, it's simply called a codicil.
Right.
And that's pretty simple to do. A couple $100 usually will do that.
Yeah, simple as that.
And you may not want to change it very often.
No, you really, it's something you want to sit down and think about and talk to your family about, right?
Very important.
Yes.
And make sure you have your instructions fairly clear.
Yes.
Somebody may think something, may not be what you really thought.
Right.
So make it pretty clear to everybody.
Okay, John. I'm actually going to call you, make an appointment.
Whether you call me, Kurt, or not, just get it done.
No, everybody needs a good lawyer now and then.
True.
John Peart is here from Nelligan O'Brien Payne. Thanks for the advice, and it's something everybody should really consider, have that done. I'm with you. I know what you're saying. Just haven't had time or whatever. We should do it. Do you like chocolate, John?
Sure do, Kurt.
There's an event called the Care for Chocolate event coming. It's one of the best events ever. We're getting ready for it next here on the program. No break.
Lovely.